So, what did we see on our wanderings yesterday? Well, I thought I'd better get the camera and download it. Again, we're at the computer. Here we are, look. Look at this guy. He's probably forgotten, or he's not going very far, so he didn't bother to shut it down, or maybe it was frozen, but he's carrying steel, look. And it's a proper steel trailer because you can see now. Let's have a look. He gets out the way in a minute. Right, let's go behind him. He's got steel posts down the side, can you see? To stop the stuff, so he's covered. That's a trumpet trailer, that is. That concertina is forward. See the steel posts there? See the steel post on the inside? Proper steel carrying trailer, that is. Surprising to me. He went out on the motorway with that, which I thought was quite surprising, but we saw that, didn't we? So here's something else we saw. Did you know? Now, I didn't know this. So this guy sort of taught me a lesson. Did you know that if you're an Irish truck, British rules don't apply? Did you know that? I didn't know that. Well, obviously, he knows something that we don't know. So let's just follow this. There's no overtaking. Let's get this sign. Click. In a mile's time, there's no overtaking on the A14. So he's probably thinking, I'll pass this truck out the way and then get in front, and then I'll be all right then. So yeah, it was quite murky yesterday. Let's run this on. He's still out in the outside lane. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he didn't see the last sign. So fine, okay. Maybe he didn't see that sign that it's half a mile away. Well, I'm wondering why we're all over here and he's over there. So let's just keep following for a while. Keep my life-giving gap. This is my life-giving gap. I'm going the same pace as the guy in front. Like I said to you yesterday, I just pick a truck and follow it. And if he's roughly going the same speed I want to go, that's roughly the same speed I want to go. So hold on, let's just let's get a bit closer about there. So from now on, for the next 2 miles, there's no HGVs, no above 7.5 tons meant to be out there. So either he's not looking, he's not seeing, he's not taking any attention, or he's deciding, do you know what? I'm Irish. To hell with you, British rules. I'm going to stay out here. And what he does. So obviously, we must have to make bigger. We should make much bigger signs, because I don't think he saw it. Did he not see it? Did he not take any attention with it? Did he not try? So I think you and I, we're now enlightened. If you've got an Irish plate on your truck, you can do, here we are, here's another sign, just in case he'd forgotten, or he maybe missed it, between the hours of, what time is it? 6 and 8. 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and it's, according to this, it's 10. Well, you only need to look at the date. That's any dark. It's dark at that time, and it's dark at this time. So it's daylight. So it just tells you what time it is. So anyway, just to inform you, as he's informed us, if you've got an Irish truck, you can completely ignore the rules. Oh, and who was he? Let's have a quick look. Let's go back to where we were when we first met him. There he is, look. O'Hare Transport. Yeah. Okay. We learned something new today, kids, haven't we? What should we call this film? You just never know what you're going to come across on the roads. You never know what you're going to see going on the roads. How interesting is this? What the hell are they? What are they? Wow. What are those? I couldn't wait to get behind them and pass them and have a closer look. Yeah. We better get them, better we? Let's catch up with them and pass them. I mean, to be fair, they were quite wide. I had to even take a bit of the outside lane to get round them. I don't know what they are. What the hell? What are these? What are they carrying? Wow, they were wide. Yeah, you don't often... You see them wide, but that's about as wide as I've seen in a very long time. Lovely trucks pulling them. Very, very interesting. That's it's all about... I've got some filth on the screen. We're running it now. Here we go. Look, I've tried to keep as wide, keep away from them. Look. What the hell is that? Lovely trucks pulling them. Yeah. Makes the roads you just never know what you're going to see. You just never know. I just thought, I saw this out the corner of my eye. Give me a helping hand to move this, will you? Yeah. Oh, yeah, so I can push it in. I don't know what it was. I think it was some sort of racking or something. I don't know what the hell it was. But it was big. And obviously, you needed a bit of a hand to move it. Yeah. So this is a perfect example about what I was on about yesterday, about these numpties that crawl past you. So here I am. It's quite misty. I'm keeping the guy in front of me a good pace away. We're doing 56. Well, let's say I'm doing 55 and he's doing 56. He's crawling by. He's taking his time to get past me. Why? Why not just sit behind and go the same pace as everyone else? We're not, the guy in front, we're going the same speed as him, more or less, aren't we? And I'm doing the same speed, but no, they insist on how much, if a tyre was to go out or there was something untoward to happen, they like to sit there, don't they? And what annoys me even worse is, just watch this now, it's quite murky conditions. And this here is my life-giving gap, and you saw the load of steel yesterday, and the last thing I said to you is keep away from anything that's going to stop suddenly in front of me. So that's what I'm doing. I'm aware of the steel on the back. I'm keeping a good space. Keep away. So he's there. Okay, he's past me now. So the reason he's now gaining is because, not because he's taking away from me, it's because I'm now replacing the space that he's... Keep away from anything that's going to stop suddenly in front of me. Keep a safe space so that I've got plenty of time to slow down gently. Because remember, this time, because you always got to imagine there's going to be a slam on somewhere, somehow. You just never know when it's going to happen. And as you can see, there was a few bits of traffic behind him. So you give yourself, when you've got the steel behind you, give yourself plenty of space. And we're still keeping roughly the same space as the guy in front. And here he is now doing it. Now, as you can see, it's quite misty and murky in front. How does he know there isn't a car across the road smashed up? He doesn't, does he? You haven't got really good visibility. And yes, okay, he's passing us, but he's not passing us by a hell of a lot. And look at this queue of traffic that he's causing behind himself. And you see, he's going his pace, I'm coming at this pace. We're going at a safe space, keeping a space between us. And look at him, he's sitting there, struggling to pass. As he struggled to pass me, he's struggling to pass this guy. Not taking into consideration, the ups and downs of the roads. Downhill a bit, the speed up, uphill a bit, the slow down. What a numpty. And there's lots of them. The problem is they don't teach you that. What a numpty. He's given up now, look. He's looked in his mirror. This one's a numpty, but not as bad a numpty as the rest of them. But he's given up now to let the cars go by because he can see there's such a queue of cars behind him. It's crazy. Oh, here he is. Look, he's going to push his way out. Can you see his indicator on? Now he's going to push his way out, look. because he can do 1 mile an hour faster than the other truck. And where's it getting him? It's getting him, it ain't getting him very far. Now, is that the office fault for giving him too big of a job, or rushing him, making him late? Look, anything could happen at any time ahead of you in these sort of poor visibility conditions. And here he is, and you can see the queue of traffic he's got behind him. Luckily, the sensible people are behind him have got a half decent gap. And all along, all this same time, I have roughly kept the gap between me and the guy in front, because if something untoward was to happen, if something nasty was to happen, I've got plenty of braking space. Still allowing for these loonies should happen. If something went bad, you know one of these are going to jump across, don't you? Yeah. Look at the queue there, and here's another one. But at least this one here is passing quicker and efficient. So obviously I was holding him up and he could go a good bit faster than me. So that's not too bad. But again, look. Oh, got a bit of a wiggle on. He's looked in his mirror. That was looking in the mirror, that was. Coming over. But we all have to travel at a safe space. So he's gone in my life-giving gap now. He doesn't know I've carried a load of, steel on the back that could come out the trailer and go through the cab. So it's time for me now to gently, taking into consideration the ups and downs of the road, oops, behave yourself, and I'm creating the space now to keep me, I'm only interested in keeping me safe. What they want to do is their business. But now I know I've got the steel on the back. I'm now creating a nice life-giving gap. That's what I call it. A nice life-giving gap. So anybody can come in, anybody can go off, anything can happen, and I've got a good chance of pulling it up rather than just blindly smashing into everything that's in my way. Well, here we go again. Look, let's maybe the sign isn't big enough. 7.5 ton limit in 1 mile between 6 and 8 o'clock. Right, it's it's 20 past 2, isn't it? So it's way inside that, from 6 a.m. till 8 p.m. Let's see what we see. And there is it is a bit frustrating. There is a hill in here, but nevertheless, maybe the signs ain't big enough. What do you think? Maybe the signs ain't big enough. Let's the next sign. Well, if he's missed the first one, there we are. We're half a mile away now. Yeah, we're half a mile away. 7.5 ton. That's the weight limit. You've got to stay on the inside. Okay, fair enough. So, okay, me, Mr. Goody Two Shoes, I'm stopping on the inside. Well, I'm keeping a good gap, because you know and I know what the hell is behind us. So, but obviously the rules don't apply to certain people. Did you know that? Did you know that? Well, I'll show you. See, there's quite a climb here. There is quite a good reason for not doing this, because again, the trucks, so for 1.5 miles, it's only a stretch of 1.5 miles, so it's not as if it's a huge inconvenience or a bother, is it? Between 6 and 8, keep out of the outside lane. Okay, but obviously if you're driving a Halfords truck, yeah, and pulling a Halfords trailer with your name plastered all over it, Halfords, yes, the rules don't apply to you. And this is why, because can you see up the hill he's struggling a bit? Everyone slow down this end. I must improve my camera. We must get that plate, mustn't we? Yeah, I must do something with the settings. But obviously, if you've got a Halfords double-decker, the rules don't apply. I didn't know that. We learn something new every day, don't we? So if you're driving a Halfords truck, you're allowed. Has it come to an end? It hasn't come to an end yet. Look, no, it still applies. You know, it's not a case of oops, oh, I didn't realise I wasn't supposed to be here. You know, we're none of us perfect. We're allowed, but obviously the signs are not big enough. So we better send a letter to the council and ask them to put bigger signs up. Do you think? So here's an interesting sort of observation. So let's he's joining the motorway. No problem. We're going along now. Let's see if we can catch it. Let's see if we can catch it. Here we are. Oh! Now, can you see this little thing that's come off the roof? So it's been snowing. It's not snowing now, but that trailer has been parked up. He's gone to fetch that somewhere, and it's got a layer of snow on the roof. So here it comes. Can you see that white little fleck of a thing? That is snow coming off the roof. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is going to be interesting. Let's just sit back a while and just let's see. We hit a bump there, and I expected a bit more to come off the roof, but obviously it's well stuck on there, and it's got we're in warmer air. Traveling through the air is going to warm it up. So I know, and you know, there's a whole load. Or there's not a whole load because it hasn't been that bad, but we know there's snow on that roof, isn't there? We know there's a layer of ice and stuff. So I'm keeping my knife gap, but at the same time keeping an eye on that roof. So I pressed the record button so that I could find this bit of tape. Come on, here we are, have a look. So is there going to be any more coming off? Is there any more going to be coming off? Just keep an eye, right? Chevrons are telling us to keep two apart, which just tells me I was a nice distance apart from each other. Here we go. Keep watching. Ah! Oh, did you see it? There was just a flicker. Let's go back a smidge. Let's go back a smidge, see if we can catch it. There was just a flicker of it beginning to come off. Did you see it? Did you? You didn't see it, did you? Hold on. Right, let's go. Right, ready? Here we go. Ah, there we are. Just a flicker. I was thinking to myself, oh, there's a whole load up. There's a little bit there as well. Look, I was waiting for the roof to melt and to fall off, so I was keeping a nice. I was waiting to make a nice film saying, look at all the ice fall off this roof, but it never really happened. There wasn't that much on there. But I was waiting. And we all had to slow down here, so I had to sort of gently give myself time to come up behind, and then I'll slowly build my gap again. I'm slowly, look, let him get away from me. Yeah. And slowly building my back, my safe, my life-giving gap. This here is my life-giving gap. That one day, this space here is gonna, if it won't save my life, it'll save somebody's life. Yeah. Now that gap isn't gonna. If you kept that close to a car, he's a potential killer, isn't he? It's a potential killer running that close. But I am potentially a lifesaver keeping this distance apart. This is my life-giving gap, this is. So here's an interesting one. I'm trying to get into this entrance here. I'm waiting to get into this entrance here. He's stuck on the gates. He's been there 20 minutes. So I'm here waiting behind. Let's run this, yeah. And I see a truck behind me, and I don't really know where he wants to go. I'm thinking, he doesn't want my queue, I don't suppose. But anyway, here it comes, look. Noses its way. Well, maybe he thought, or it was a woman as it happened. Maybe she didn't think there was a queue. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. Anyway, she goes in there, and then she realizes I'm queued. She sees this bloke here stuck at the gates, and I'm sitting here, and I was in the queue. I'm in the queue, mate, trying to keep out of the way. Otherwise, if I went in there, I'd block the road. Anyway, I'm thinking, what the hell's going on here? Doesn't she realize I'm in the queue? So let's run a little forward. Do I go and see? We go and have a look. Ah, yeah. So I've been to see. I said, "There's a queue, Mrs." Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see. Which is fair enough. If you're not supposed to see 2 trucks ahead of you, are you? So fine. And then she says to me, "All right, she's there now. You can't get her to go back to the queue." And I'm a nice sort of person, so she says, "Don't worry, I'll go in and I'll tell them that you were in front of me, so they unload you first." So that was is it not gentleman's agreement, but that's what we'd said. I'd said to her, if you you go there, no problem, because otherwise we're blocking off. There was an entrance to my right, so we're blocking off the thing, so we might as well stay here. We're in a dead end. Fine, no problem. Anyway, she pushes and she bibs, makes a hell of a noise. I don't know why the volume isn't working on this. For some reason it's not working. I obviously messed with the settings or whatever. Anyway, so okay, we'll wait. So can you see what time it is? So we waited, and we waited, and we waited, and we waited. Then she goes in. The one was going in, so she's going in now. Fine. So I haven't been here. I didn't want to block up the yard. They'd come out and get me if they want me, sort of thing. But I think, well, all right then. I'm next. I move forward now, ready to go through the gate because they've opened the gate. So let's no, I'll go and have a look. They've shut the gate. I've gone to speak to them in the gate. They've kept the gate shut. So look, I'm still there. I'm still here, look. 404, 05, 06, 07. I eventually get to pull in. I'm up on the gates now, look, waiting for them to open it. But she's gone in there and she never said to the people, "Oh, the guy behind me, he's kindly let me in, but he's tipping first." Oh no, it was everyone for themselves. So I'm coming in here and I can see now, look, I've been nice. I've let her in. I didn't want to come in and block the yard because I didn't think this was a massive yard particularly. So I'm coming in here and I'm thinking, what a cow. I've been nice, I let her in, and now she's tipped in front of me. So anyway, I go over. Let's have a look. Let's go over. Oh yeah, I go over to her and I say to her, "Well, next time you get a puncture, it's my karma coming back on you. You've pushed your way in, you've pushed yourself around me." And she goes, "Ooh, why didn't you follow me in?" Well, I'm polite, I'm doing the right thing, so I'm sort of saying to her, "Well, next time you get a puncture, remember, that'll be my karma." Because, you can't row and shout and play up. She's looking at me thinking, "You're a nutcase, you are." So, anyway, I've said my piece, and she's tipped. But jumping the queue, so if you recognise this truck, Let's go back a bit. If you recognize this truck and you see it at the side of the road with a puncture, just remind it that that's karma from when they jumped the queue around Reggie on the road. That's karma coming back. Yeah. So, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is the parcels have arrived. Where the hell has this one come from? Oh my God, where the hell, look. Ching Chang, this has come officially China. Okay, that's come from China. Yeah. The thing is, these are my stocking fillers. She's told me there's parcels coming and I'm not allowed to open them. Oh, so we need to investigate. Where does it say where it came from? Where does it, where can we look? How can we find? We need to, what the hell is there? That's gotta be. If I've had orders not to open them, that means these are my stocking fillers.